You. Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all gotta get that Steam machine. You. Hey, what's up, y'all? How's everybody doing? Yeah, this is just for a discussion. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what people chime in on, because I know that price is a little ridiculous, man. They had me with that 1 TB. That's gonna be hard. Now I want to see your conflicted arguments, and then I'll try to chime in. Thanks. All right. Because I know I've heard people say they compare it to the PS5. Yo, yeah, this is more of a conversation piece. This is more of a conversational thing, right? You know, might as well get a Series S and PS5. I mean, yeah, you do have a valid point with that, but think about it. You still, like, all right, let's look at it that. Like, this is just for a conversation, guys. This is all it is. So, like what you said, right? You can get a PS5 and a Series S, right? Now, mind you, you got to pay membership. Hold on. See, I like doing this. See, I like defending the underdog. You got to pay online for both of them. You got to buy Plus and you got to buy Xbox. Now, mind you, you still get access to Xbox and PS5. The only thing you don't get is GTA 6. That's Steam cooked. Steam broiled. Steam broiled Steam machine. Alright? So even if you got the Series X and PS5, yeah, you ain't missing out on games. That's true. That is true. But you ain't getting free online. Oh! Yeah, my whole thing though, that memory though, like you gotta at least put a 1 terabyte up in there, man. You know, Valve got me with that. When I seen that the cheapest model was at, what was it, 1 terabyte? I mean, I'm sorry, 512 gigabytes. I was like, yo, that's kind of where you lost it with me. You know what I'm saying? You kind of lost it right there. Now, people are forgetting. I want to make this perfectly clear. People are forgetting that the Steam machine is also a PC. So you could use it for more than just playing video games. People ain't taking that into consideration. You're getting free online. You could put any controller, let it be cheap or whatever the case is, you could put any controller in that. Exactly, that's what I'm saying, man. That 512 gigabytes, man, that right there. But what do you guys think the new PS6 and the new Xbox is gonna cost? They're gonna cost more than that? I don't think y'all really paying attention. I don't think y'all understanding. 950 would have been okay. Yeah, I'm not arguing. I think it's overpriced as well. That's not my argument. I'm saying that with the Steam machine, and it seems like it's on the level of a PS5. You know, some games perform better, some games don't, whatever, vice versa, right? But you're also getting free online. Out of all the money that you spend, think about it. If you buy an Xbox Series X and you get 1 year Game Pass, you already put $1,000. I don't want to hear it from people. People want to sit there, right? Oh, definitely. It's going to be higher than that, too. They're going to have a few models, right? This is for a conversation piece, guys. This is not me choosing a side over the other. This is kind of the whole thing of what I wanted. So, free online makes up for it. Think about it. You pay, if you buy an Xbox Series X, right? It's about $650. That's good. $650. Game Pass kind of helps it, though. You pay for that, right? You get that. You're paying $306. Matter of fact, let's do the math. You're not saving money either, though. Keep it 100. Y'all keep saying it's too expensive, but in reality, you already spent $1,000. What we talking about? Let's do the mathematics, right? Now, this is not including tax. $650 plus $360 for Game Pass. That's $300. You already paid $1,000. You already paid it. So when people sit there and say, "Oh, the Steam machine is expensive," I understand that. I'm not saying it ain't. Obviously, the terabyte, I mean, it needs at least 1 terabyte. I'm not saying that. But if you're paying for a Series X and you get Game Pass Ultimate, you have no right to complain. You already paying $1,000. You already paying $1,000. As far as I'm concerned, to have Xbox Series X and the $360 a year, you've already paid it. So I don't know what people complain about. If you think about it, you're like, "That's true. That's true game still." Steam, not saying it's good, but you get free online, at least for right now, because the Xbox Helix is gonna have that. But you get what I'm saying, right? You say if you bought these now, Of course, yeah. If you already have your consoles now, yeah. But that's not my argument. But I get where you're coming from. You're not gaining anything. Like, I'm not gonna be like all these other dudes that just want to jump on the hate bandwagon. Well, my whole job is to look at things to perspective. That's my whole thing. It's not to like sell the Steam machine. It's not even for me to defend the Steam machine. It's to create these type of conversations, which we all could chime in. And I want to take this approach just for the sake of this stream. That 512 gigabyte though, yes, you're not gonna get, you're gonna get crickets out of that with me, because that right there is unnecessary, especially with how big games are. You're gonna have to buy some memory. But I just want to throw things in perspective for people, because everybody's running with these narratives that the Steam machine and this and that, it's overpriced. Okay, got it. I got it. I perfectly got it. It's a little bit underpowered. Okay, I got all that. But if you're paying for a Series X and you're paying for Game Pass Ultimate, you've already spent $1,000. So I don't know what people are talking about. That's how I'm looking at it. One has free online, the other one has paid online. He said CD Keys got 12 months. And you could also access Game Pass, which is cheaper on Steam machine. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Now, I'm not saying I don't like the direction where gaming is going. But I will say, if y'all hate the Steam machine, you better get ready for that PS6. Are y'all sure y'all ready for that? Are you guys sure you're ready for that new Xbox? Because if you guys have a problem with this, y'all ain't ready for that new Xbox. Y'all ain't ready for that new PS6. That's what I'm trying to say. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. You're not ready. Because what do you think those systems are going to cost? You think Sony and Microsoft are going to liquidize that? They're not going to do that. They're not subsidizing nothing. Facts. Oh yeah, GTA 6, of course, on newer consoles, so people are gonna have to spend more money anyway. Exactly. That is true. The only thing that destroyed the Steam machine with me is that that terabyte. I mean, terabyte. They don't even have one. 512 gigabytes of space. That right there is a no-no. I'm sorry. That is definitely a no-no. I'm sorry. They should have found a way to get that in there. Steam machine prices steps up preview how much X. Exactly. That's thank you, Scratches. That's kind of the idea where I'm getting at, because people are all crying and complaining about the Steam machine. What do you think the new Xbox and PlayStation 6 is going to cost? You get what I'm saying? Now we're in a time frame where hardware is more expensive than it ever was, but you don't think Xbox and PlayStation are going to get impacted with the same? You don't think Valve tried to make it as cheap as possible without trying to subsidize the hardware because they want to actually make money on it? Gaming is about to get bad for console gaming, and this is what I was trying to tell people. That Helix they'll probably have like, I'm hearing that they're gonna probably do like $1,000 model, a $1,200 model, and a $1,500 model. Very similar to what you're getting with this Steam machine. That's what I'm saying. That is true. You can. That absolutely, Ren. Absolutely. Xbox should pull a Nintendo, rebuild their brand for 3 years before. No, I don't understand what he means by that. Rebuilding the brand. I would say Microsoft is doing that already, though. They're not gonna do that, Widow. It's not gonna even for PlayStation. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. PlayStation is gonna have $1,000 consoles, guys. I hate to break it to you. I'm hearing that they're trying to do an affordable option, but at that point, you might as well just stick with what you already have. I'm telling you guys, the next gen consoles are gonna be $1,000 and up. That's why I keep telling y'all. Yeah. This is the reason why I did it. This is the reason why I titled it the title of the stream this way, because I wanted this interesting conversation. Damn, 2,000 already. Damn, wow. Now that's a little ridiculous. But I'm just saying, if everybody has a problem with the Steam machine, then you most definitely gonna have a problem with the new Xbox and the new PlayStation. I'm telling you this right now. They're not gonna be cheap. They're not going to be cheap. I don't know why everybody keeps saying it's going to be lower. Sony's going to liquidize it to $700. Why would they do that? He said peak clickbait. Hey, man, I had to get him here somehow. How you think I'm going to have this conversation? I needed to find a way. Yeah, this dude. Hey, but he gets it, though. He gets it. Yeah, but they should get themselves straight before a new system. What do you mean, though? Widow, you're not making any sense. I'm going to explain to you why. Because at the end of the day, Just like Phil Spencer has told, I've said this countless of times. Oh, snap. What the? This man, hold on. Whoa, this guy just... Right, 1 minute. I just saw this dude walk up like, yo, what the? Right, hold on. Let me take care of this. There you go. Sorry about that before I was really interrupted by these ponies. The way they just came out of the cut, like, what the? I'm like, this game just got real. Alright, anyways, hold on. I got you. Right, check this. Alright, let me go sit down in this corner real quick and tell y'all about this. Alright, let me look at the comment. Alright, let me look at the comments. So I want to see it in its entirety because they kind of cut off at the end of it. What the? Bro! What the? Oh, snap! Yo, hold on. Yo, what is going on in this game? Bro, every time I'm trying to talk, bro. Bro, let me get up out of here. Hold on. Let me get up out of here. Yo, I'm trying to sit there and bring a point up and I'm getting shot. They're like, get out of here! You airbox! Airbox! Yo, the ponies, they coming after me. Anyways, hold on. Alright, so let me see. Alright, Widow. They try to spin the block for real, dog. Yeah, but they should get themselves straight before a new system. Versus doing what Sega did. What the? Alright, hold on. Hoping to leave their problems behind. They gotta fix it. They don't have to fix anything. Microsoft knows what they're gonna do. Because what the approach that Microsoft is gonna do is gonna be very similar to what PC does. Right? Microsoft knows... Gcast with another though. That's crazy. Microsoft knows that the vast majority of the PlayStation audience is third party. They know that. Nobody picks up a PS5 for exclusives. And if they do, you are a very small minority. Microsoft coming in with the Helix is going to make a much more appealing. So everybody's saying that Xbox is third party. Well, them being third party is only going to make their system more beneficial. And people will eventually see the value of Game Pass. People already seeing it now. All right, let's break it down. Yeah. Oh, you're kidding? Oh, okay. Gotcha. I got you. You just trolling. So, for example, Widow, right? With Xbox, if Xbox comes out with a console and it's $1,200, right? Okay, we got one there. If PS6, Sony, comes out with a console at $1,200, right? One has Game Pass for $22 a month or whatever the case is, and you only have to pay for the games and have free online to play the same games that are on PlayStation. Where do you think people are going to go? Do you think people are going to buy a PS6 or do you think they're going to go buy an Xbox? As long as the prices of the consoles is very similar to one another, people are going to go Xbox. They're going to go to Xbox because most people play third party. And if Microsoft with this new box make the third party the best that it is through Game Pass, saving money, having all the third party games, which they're kind of showing with Stranger Than Heaven, Beast of Reincarnation, then that means that the Xbox is going to be a more appealing console. Now, people might say, well, those games are on PS6. It's not going to matter. Because at the end of the day, people are going to be like, well, this one has free online. This one I have access to Steam. This one I have access to this. This Xbox, I could do this, and I can't do that on PS6, even with the price differential, right? So that's what my whole thing is. I do think the Xbox is going to be more of a premium product, though. I do think that, but the days of traditional consoles is coming to an end. He says, I think people are going to stay in the ecosystem. Okay, that's a good one too. You're right about that, Carl, because a lot of people, this is why Microsoft's trying to take advantage of that. A lot of people are not going to want to upgrade to next gen, right? People are comfortable with the PlayStation and Xbox Series X. They don't really see the need to have to upgrade to another console. You're absolutely right. But I'm going to say this. These companies don't care if you don't buy it. Y'all like, what? The game, so why are you always saying this crazy? I'm going to explain why they don't care if you have to buy it. Because you're still giving them money for old hardware. It's the same thing I tell Nintendo Switch 2 fanboys. Or I should say Switch 1 fanboys. When they be like, well, nobody needs... I don't care for Switch 2. I'm like, oh, you don't? Okay, cool. But then you're buying Metroid Prime on Switch 1. You're buying Pokemon Legends on Switch 1. You're buying Tamagotchi on Switch 1. You're paying for Nintendo membership on Switch 1. With less features without GameCube games. These companies don't care if you can't afford it. They're still getting money off you. So I would say Microsoft's strategy is to shift towards the next gen like they did with the 360 to kind of get that following, right? And PlayStation's job is probably trying to maintain the PS5 very similar to the PS2 before the wheels fall off. That's what I see. I don't think Sony's going to abandon the PS5, man. They're not going to abandon it. Microsoft will abandon their console a lot faster, considering that it didn't sell as well. So Microsoft is going to get a foothold in next generation gaming before PlayStation sets foot in. And I think that's the strategy of what Xbox is trying to do. PlayStation 6 will literally offer nothing. You're absolutely right. It's going to have the same games. You're going to be playing Wolverine, Intergalactic, PS6 versions. That's all Sony's going to throw at you. I mean, they're barely making games now, guys. I'm telling you, Sony, as of right now, Sony's finished. All Sony is doing... Now, the PS5 is going to be a very much supported console from them, and they will drop the PS6, but Sony has already given up. That's why they stopped caring about making games. Yeah. Of course, Sony's not going to abandon any of their old devices. As long as they're getting PlayStation Plus money, oh, they're not abandoning it. Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. The PS5 is the new PS4 to them. Literally. So, they're not going to abandon the PS5 at all. I don't know why people think they're going to do that. They're not going to abandon it. They make too much money off that PS5. But the problem is they're going to lose the market of next gen, very similar to what happened during the PS3 and 360. This gen is a reset past G from bad leadership. And I agree with you. I agree. I agree with you on that. Hardware is getting overpriced. This game is dead side. Exactly. That's how they make their money. They make their money off the subscriptions. That's how they make it. Because the problem is, nobody buys the games on the platform, so they make the money off the subscriptions. That's their bounce back. And that's why Microsoft has been pushing Game Pass so heavily, because they know people don't buy games anymore, guys. Nobody buys games. I'm telling you right now, even with Nintendo Switch 2, yeah, they do buy their games a little bit more frequently. But you can see the Steam has worn off, though. It has. Oh, is that a real player right there? Hold on. What the hell? Somebody warping? Oh. Oh, that is a real player. Hold on. Damn, I don't have no... Yo, hello, I'm friendly, bro, I'm friendly. Yeah, I don't have no freaking ammo, that sucks. Alright, hold on, guys, let me take this guy out. Yep, the golden age is over. Yo, I'm friendly, I'm friendly. I'm friendly, I'm friendly. Alright, you want to play like that? Alright, son of a... Got something for you. Too bad his gun sucks. Damn, his freaking gun sucks, man. Oh, he had a good shotgun, too. Damn. And he had a good shotgun. I tried to trick him with that friendly trick. It didn't work. Too bad I ran out of ammo, man. Alright, so I'm... Damn, hold on. I'm all the way over here. Let's try to get over there. Alright, so in the meantime, because I actually want to go on the other side so we can talk about this. So, GTA is going to be the biggest disappointment. More, yeah, it could be. People are going to buy it, but I'm not buying next gen system to have a legit reason. This gen is so trash. Like, bro, I'm going to tell you something, right? I don't feel fulfilled. This whole generation, I generally don't feel fulfilled. I felt like this generation came. I think Microsoft is finally getting that momentum to warrant the purchase of a Series X. But with the PS5, I feel like it's like when the PS6 comes out, I'm going to be like, well, I don't feel like I was fulfilled. I felt like I went to a diner, I ate food, and I'm still hungry. That's how I feel, guys. Like, I ate food, like they put a little, a piece of meat on the damn plate, and I'm hungry. I'm still hungry. That's how I feel with PlayStation. I'm like, I ate like 10 McDoubles and I'm like, why am I still hungry? Yo, that's crazy. I ate like 10 McDoubles and I'm still hungry? I ate 10 McDoubles. Like what? Why am I still hungry? Why am I not full yet? Why is my tummy still feel empty? What? Like what is this? You say, yo, 10 McDoubles is crazy. I ate like 10 McChickens. Why am I still not hungry? My stomach is empty. He said, because you're hungry for first party and ignoring the third party. No, I play third party. What you talking about? I've been playing a lot of third party, actually. Like, that's crazy, man. You know, I'm sitting here, I eat a meal. I went to a restaurant to eat a meal, and I'm walking out with an empty stomach, even though I just ate something. That's how I feel PlayStation is. That's how I feel. Microsoft, they just fed me. Now I'm like, ugh. Yeah, I'm stuffed. When you deal with Xbox, I had to wait a long time for it, but I feel stuffed. Microsoft is stuffing my belly. Sony, I don't know, man. All I know is those 10 McDoubles go straight to the toilet, but I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry. I'm just trolling, but you guys get my point. Like, it's like, bro, like, I don't understand how I just ate and I'm still hungry. Every time we talk about this one, it's all the way first party. Well, third party's been pretty lackluster too, Sam. I mean, I'd say gaming is probably one of the best as of right now. 2026 is looking to be good for everybody, but we had to wait a while to get these good games, man. 6 years? Burger King. Oh, I like Burger King. Yo, yeah. Burger King is better. You got the order. I got to get the big yo, what's up, illegal dad? We got to get the big smoke meal. And guess what? I'm still hungry. I don't understand, man. It just shows you that the meats that Sony got is not good quality meat. They don't be serving good quality stuff. Now I see why they be borrowing their food from Xbox. You know, they getting all their prime appetizers. That's why they were mad, because they pulled that one off Gears E-Day off the menu. The guy went in there, sat down, pulled the checkbook like, oh, this what we got? Oh, we getting Gears E-Day? Oh. Man went out there, pre-ordered his meal, waiting for the waitress to come out, and be like, oh, sorry, sir, Gears E-Day's pulled off the menu. What? Sorry, sir, you can't enjoy this Xbox carrot. What the? That's what I came here for. Man, it's like going to Kentucky Fried Chicken without no chicken. It's like going to Burger King with no burgers. It's like going to Dairy Queen with no dairy. It's like going to Popeyes with no chicken. You know what I'm saying? It's like going to Taco Bell with no damn tacos. That's how they felt. That's exactly how they felt. Oh yeah, that game, yeah. That budget I'm hearing is like 800 mil for Intergalactic. I heard that, yeah, it's at 800 mil. That game's gonna be twice as expensive as Gears E-Day. I don't even know, man. That's crazy. That is insane, dog. Baby Steps and Cold Violet. Oh man, let's not forget those, man. Those came out pretty late during the Gen 2. It's good increased. It's good increase that. Yo, Zero Sam says increase that budget. I mean, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm here for the games. I mean, if these companies want to go bankrupt doing this type of behavior, I'm fine by it. It's whatever. Because at the end of the day, as long as I get a good game, I'm happy. If Gears E-Day fails, or whatever the case is, I mean, it does suck because we might potentially not get any other ones, but at the end of the day, I'm going to value what's being made right now. You know, I think a lot of gamers, they focus on, oh, but if it fails, you know, and I'm like, bro, it takes like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, possibly 11 years to make one freaking game. Like, one game. And Fortnite sitting there literally not buying nothing. All they got is Sabrina Carpenter skins. Talk about me in my espresso. Talk about me. Like, bruh. Not getting no fries. Exactly, bro. No fries. Nothing complimentary. That's what I'm saying. It don't concern me. If they go bankrupt, they go bankrupt. You know what I'm saying? It just sucks. I just hate waiting a long time for video games. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time in history where we wait this freaking long to play a freaking video game. I need to go find some ammo though. Like, it's just like, wow, bro. Like, who would have think? Like, guys, we're only getting older, man. We're only getting older. That truly pushed this jet. Yeah. What's one? Oh yeah, he got that loot box. That's what I'm saying though. Which game pushed the boundaries this gen? He says, well, think about it, Commander. They don't need launch titles because whatever comes to Steam is the launch title. Oh yeah, and we all know Steam has thousands amongst thousands of video games. So whatever's still dropping on Steam, they're gonna get access to. So they got a bunch of launch stuff. Things get launched on Steam all the time. I just think, like I said, if the price was a little lower, if we got at least 1 terabyte, I mean, it does have free online. I mean, I would love it to be cheap, but it's kind of a good blend between PlayStation and Xbox. Like, if you're looking for a platform and you don't want to buy an Xbox and a PlayStation, you're getting that in one box with the Steam machine. It's going to be better with the Helix, but the Steam machine, you get the power, you get an Xbox and a PS5. Oh, snap. Holy crap. Oh, what the? Man, these guys got all the weapons. Damn. Holy crap, I think those two guys was working together. Yeah, they probably play this game a lot. All I have was a pistol. This man put out a rifle. But, it says, that was the squad from Dead Rising. Yo, for real? Oh, yeah, you talking about when they came into the mall? The Dead Rising squad is crazy. Yo, I'm surprised we ain't got a Switch 2. Did you get an invite to try the Steam controller out early? No. Yeah, we just talking about the Steam machine and stuff. I know people might say, Helix, AGN needs you. Helix, I want you. The convicts, yeah. I remember that part. Oh, that was so funny. That was a good game, man. When that game first came out, man, I loved it. I even beat the lousy remake, too. Ugh. The original's way better. Much better. But I feel like gaming isn't a big problem right now. What do you guys think, though? I think gaming is about the balloon. You know, some people are complaining and say this is going to be a rich man's hobby. But I will have to say that the gamers, they've done it to themselves. Not us personally, not us, but the gamers have spoken. You know why we're getting digital? Because the casuals. That's what it is, guys. Gaming is a cheap hobby. Zero Sam, gaming is a cheap hobby? Really? Gaming is a cheap hobby. I mean, to me, it's affordable to me, but I understand that some people can't afford. So, let me ask you, because you said gaming is a cheap hobby. Is the Steam machine expensive or no? It's definitely a luxury. I don't know why he would say that. It's definitely a luxury. Especially to own every single device now? Back then, you could probably get a GameCube, OG Xbox, and a PS2 for about close to $1,000. Maybe a little higher than that. I am in a game. So I'm just saying, though, Zero Sam. I mean, you got to think about it. And my whole thing is the games take too long, bro. I'm going to be honest, bro. Especially for what you're paying, though. It's like you're paying more to get less. Damn, what's up? Now, all these players in here, bro. I don't even have a weapon on me. God damn it. It's so funny. Now I find people and I'm not even properly equipped. That is so irritating. Now I'm actually finding players. When I had all the good gear, all the good weapons, I found nobody. Now, since I have nothing, I'm finding people. Like, what? Ay, ay, ay. It's not going to become cheap over time. It's going to become more expensive. What is this guy talking about? Over time, but it's only expensive because... What are you talking about? Things have gone up here, buddy. What is this man talking about? He played backyard 97 baseball. What are you talking about? This game's dead side. What is this man talking about? It getting cheaper. Industry is changing. Are you blind? He's like, are you blind? Exactly. They increase them now. They don't drop them. I mean, look at the Steam Deck for a reason. Look at for the Switch 2 as an example. Look at the Xbox where they raised the price. Everything is going up. Even the games. What is this man talking about? For real. Yeah, gaming budgets are too high. Yeah, they need to go on. I hear you on that, bro. I hear you, man. Because all they're doing is ruining the audience and the fan base that was already there existing, just so they can appeal to these casuals. I know. I know. They really think one day... You know what's sad, though? When gaming first became into existence, they really thought that gaming would be... Because it's an interactive medium. Back then, they thought gaming would grow exponentially. And this is why Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo has funded so much into gaming. But when you realize... It hasn't truly grown. Games are still barely buying. People barely buying games. Actually, I think people are buying less games now than they ever had. Even at a time when people didn't have money. Because think about it. If you wanted a new game, you had to buy one. Nowadays, it's like, oh, people just play the same free-to-play every single year. The same free-to-play. They don't even change it. It did, but on mobile. Yeah, they buy less games now. And they're going to continue to buy less and less. People just buy very specific titles. Not everybody, but people play free-to-play because constant update. That's what I'm saying. So they don't feel the need to have to play anything else because Fortnite, and on top of that, I've seen those games. They have different game modes and all that. Sometimes I'm like, wow, Fortnite is a game within a game. Oh, yeah. Especially if the game is trash. If it was reasonable. I agree. I think we need to go back to reasonable prices. That would help alleviate that. Yeah, these companies need to be humbled. Oh, definitely. All of them. All of them. I think this is the guy's house. PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, man. Like, that's why when it comes to game keys, bro, I be buying them when they're on sale. Like, oh, I'm like, oh, this is like $20. I'll buy that. I never pay $70 for no goddamn game key. Hell no. Because I'm still a gamer and I still want to play games, and it's just like gaming has turned into the Wild West, man. You know, I never used to do stuff like this, man. Like I always want to support the good old Dreamcast guys, support the devs, but unfortunately they're making it very difficult for me. They're making it very difficult for me to want to support these people. $70 for a key card is crazy. Facts. I'm just like, bro, like, what are we doing? What are we honestly doing? I'm telling you, what are we honestly doing? You know? And we wait so long for these games, and then when they come out, they don't even have the same appeal. Like, I mean, you play them and then you don't play them anymore. Yeah, I'm buying less. Me too. If it wasn't for me having multiple consoles, I would, being a multi-console owner now sucks. It does. I hate being a multi-console owner. It's terrible. Game keys, though. It sucks. Owning multiple consoles really sucks nowadays. All I will say is one thing. Buy a PS5 or an Xbox. Buy the games that you prefer, right? Whatever gives you the most value, and just stick to it. I feel like owning a PS5 and a Series X is so pointless. It's like... It is sad to say that. It feels so pointless. The differences are so negligible, it's not even funny. Even the hardware is built the same. The games are practically the same. Everybody's getting everything. Nothing is being exclusively made that's actually worth a damn to why you would want to buy it in the first place. So what is the point? You might as well stick with one console. And then have the Switch 2 as a complementary, or Steam Deck or ROG Ally as a complementary device. Oh yeah, I had all that. The 360, the PS3, and all that. Those systems was fun. This crap, this ain't fun at all. He said we don't need. I mean, I agree. We really don't need them right now. And I don't think Sony want to drop a PS6 either. But Microsoft, what they're trying to do. Oh, trust me, I did. I played Def Jam Fight for New York yesterday. Oh yeah, I did. I went back, bro. I'm gonna tell you something, man. When I be on here, I be getting so bored, bro. I literally turned on my original Xbox, bro. It put a smile on my face, man. Then I went back and played Deceptions and Shaolin Monks. It put a smile on my face, man. Now I know some people would equate that to nostalgia, but I don't know. I just felt happy when I was on it. I just felt happy that I was playing these games. Cause sometimes I be Marlon shilling that Helix, really. Helix, I want you. I mean, we knew that as soon as he came up with that song. Helix, I want you, I want you. I think we're about to see another shift from people. I think we're about to see that. Exactly, because those games were games in all caps. I want you, Helix. Other than access to games like Resident Evil, Switch 2 worth it? Honestly, I'm gonna tell you, the only thing that's making me like the Switch 2 is the community, because I talked to a bunch of cool people on it, you know what I'm saying? Old school gamers, and we do all play with one another. My man Ron, I haven't heard from him in a while. Hopefully he's doing good. You know, so other than that notion, yeah, for the community, you know, well, that's just because of my friend group. But if we're talking about games, right? If we're talking about genuine games, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. I really do feel that the Switch 2 is very underwhelming. I hate to say it. I say the Switch 2 is a good purchase if you don't have a Switch 1. I'll say that much. If you don't have... Well, dude, I can't find out even a damn pistol to save my life in this game. What the... Bro. Like, if you have a Switch 1, you might not see the appeal as much. But if you never had it, yeah, Switch 2 would be a nice pickup for you. Oh yeah, Max Payne 3. I beat that on my 360. Not 360, the Xbox. Well, it's a 360 game played backwards compatible on my Xbox Series X. That's an amazing game. Absolutely amazing, bro. I need the old man voice. We need to get back to that, y'all. We really generally need to get back to that, what gaming used to stand for. Oh, there we go. Oh, freaking time. Yeah, I do got Star Fox coming. My whole thing with it, though. Come on, man. I'm trying to play some games, man. I'm trying to think. What's I still got Yoshi sealed. I got Mario Kart World sealed. So I still got a lot of games sealed. And there's a lot of games that the Switch 2 is missing out on. GTA 6, Xenoverse 3. That's crazy, bro. They didn't even put that on the Switch 2. Maybe Namco might eventually, but damn, no Xenoverse 3 right now? That's messed up, man. And on top of that, Nintendo with the third party, they getting delays. 007 got delayed. What's the other one? Borderlands 4 is delayed. I don't even know if these games are even canceled. Like, it's crazy, bro. This third party on Switch 2 sucks. Like, they're missing out on a lot of... Oh, they're missing out on a lot of key poll titles. Oh, yeah, definitely not. Yeah. Oh, you only doing 2D? Okay. It's not letting me craft it, even though I have the materials. What is... Oh, hold on, maybe I need one more. Yep. Yeah, because Nintendo, they riding it till the wheels fall off. But, you know, right now, I mean, we'll see. I think next year is going to be better for Nintendo. I do think that next year is going to be better for them. But right now, Nintendo is, I mean, especially with everything going on with Xbox and PlayStation third party saving that. I will say Nintendo Switch 2 is missing out on a lot of games. Oh, I hear you, End Times. I hear you. Oh yeah, for real? Let me see. I want to look at it. I want to look at it. Yo, that dude is such a fanboy, bro. Like and the funny thing is, you can't even have a rational conversation with this guy. You just can't. Wait till he sees the price of the PS6. Yeah, I do think that the Steam machine should have probably came out 2 years before, and it obviously would have looked more appealing. But I'll say one thing: you can play Gears Z Day on it. You can't play it on the PS5. But free online. Yeah, my whole thing is just to have like rational conversations. That's it. I like to have good, interesting conversations. So that's why I made the title. Like, that's why the guy's like, you're clickbaiting like crazy. But hey, at least I clickbait and actually try to have good conversations. That's the whole thing. I got to get you guys here somehow so we can have these conversations. But in regards to the Steam machine, do I think it's overpriced? Yeah, I will say it's overpriced because they cheated y'all out on the memory. You know what I'm saying? They cheated y'all out on the memory. But then this also does speak volumes of how much the hardware is not being subsidized. But we already know Valve is not going to do that. So when we bought these consoles... Yo, what's up, Seizure? So when we bought these consoles, Sony was selling these consoles at a loss. They were definitely selling these consoles at a loss. Definitely. Because everybody was telling me, oh, PlayStation, Xbox is making money at $500. Well, if they were, the Steam machine is at $1,000, and it's practically the same hardware as the PS5, and they're like, oh, Microsoft and Sony was making money? No, they weren't. They were losing money on every machine they sold. I don't care what people say, because if that's the case, then why is the hardware not going lower? Clearly, the hardware that, I mean, we paid $500 for a PS5. Well, some people pay $1,000. So I don't know why they complain about $1,000 consoles when they bought $1,000 PS5 from a scalper, but I digress. But for anybody that paid the reasonable price, I've been good, Seizure, of a $500 PS5, we literally bought a $1,000 console for $500. Literally. Especially during the time of 2020. That value proposition is incredible. I don't think they're not going to subsidize the hardware no more. I think companies are getting tired of it because people are not buying the games. He said the gamers are addicts. Yeah, you know. Oh, you got all of them? Nice. You got all the achievements on Forza? It made the base PS5 look so weak. Yeah, I'm hearing that. I'm hearing some games run a little bit better, performance-wise or whatever. Give or take. Nah, Sony Microsoft Def made huge. Oh yeah, they definitely did. You got to remember those consoles long. Exactly. Oh yeah, they definitely. I don't know why people think they made so much money off the consoles back then. I really don't know why people think that. Oh, hold on. Hey, you know what I'm saying? There's problems with. That's the problems with people. Yo, what up, say? What's up, Kang? Yeah, what's up? What's up with you, Kang? But yeah, like freaking, when you look at it though, right? Like they had to make losses. I think the only thing, I think Sony was making more money off PS4 than the PS5. And it's just not, nowadays, it's just not feasible to want to come up with your own hardware either because, one, people don't buy your games. All people want to do is play free-to-plays. Now, 30% is good. You're getting that 30% cut from the microtransactions and the DLCs and all that. But even then, you're not getting that full value. You're not getting that full money. You know? And I hope Microsoft doesn't take games from PlayStation. I don't think that would be a smart move. I mean, if they want to do a case-by-case basis, I mean, fine. But I think the smartest decision for Xbox is to keep putting games on PlayStation. Don't take those games away. Oh, I bet. You know what? I should have checked out on Kid Smooth, man. He's probably happy that Gears Z Day skipping PlayStation 5. Remember that song? Don't take away the Halo, Gears, and Forza. Don't take away the games from me. Don't take it away, my Halo, Gears, and Forza. Don't take them away. Yo, that dude is so cringy, bro. He is so damn cringy. Don't take away my games from me. Don't take them away. Yo, I gotta check out how Kid Smooth doing, bro. I gotta check out how he's doing. Especially after that Gears Z Day. After that PS5 version got canceled, I gotta see how he doing, man. I gotta see how he doing. I need some Xbox fanboy content. He's one that I just can't stand. Oh yeah, the Xenoverse 3. I did see that. The Xenoverse 3 about to be fire, man. Yeah, they got to. Because people gotta understand the budgets. I know, right? He's so cringe, right? People gotta understand the budgets of these games are high. These games, everybody's saying that Gears Z Day's 400 million, and rightfully so. It's a big budget game. Now people say, well, Sony, we'll see, it could be a time exclusive, who knows, right? But it just doesn't make sense to make big budget games and make them exclusive. You know why Nintendo's doing well? You know why? Because they make low budget games. They make low budget games. This is why Nintendo has been in the game. Remember when people were saying, oh, Nintendo, you need to copy the competition. You need to be like everybody else. If Nintendo went that direction, Nintendo would be out of here. Nintendo was smart. They read the room. They're like, hold on. The budgets of games are ballooning. We're going to have to slow this down. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I think Satoru Iwata, I think he made a interview long time ago that he said the budgets of these games are getting astronomical, but the evolution of them is very, he said they'll look better, but they won't play better. And that's kind of what's going on. I mean, gaming is looking better, but it's not playing better. I think we need, you know, we're kind of getting diminishing returns here. He says, BS? Really, Sam? Really? Games, bro. Games have been playing the same since the Xbox 360, bro. Well, we know why. I don't need them to tell me why. We know why. The actors, all this stuff. We know why the budgets are so high. Come on now. Same thing with movies and music and comic gameplay mechanic. We need to revolutionize the mechanics. I think we need to do that. I think gaming as of right now, you know, based off that Awada interview, I think we need to revolutionize gaming again. I think we need another evolution. I'm calling. I know people say, what can we do? How can we do it? We need to make something happen here. We need it because gaming hasn't really evolved past Xbox 360, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Every generation, gaming evolved. When the PS3 and 360 came out, it stopped evolving. A reset. Yeah, maybe a reset. Because gaming is not evolving, guys. It's not. It's not evolving. Yo, hey, angry therapist. Yo, let me read what he said. It was easy for Xbox to take E-Day away because Gears Reload did. That's true, it did it. You're right. It didn't sell over 1 million. They wanted E-Day. They should have bought Reloaded. That's facts. That's facts, though. He's right. Yeah, Gears Reloaded, I think, sold like 600,000 copies. That's not a lot, guys. That is not a lot. We're talking about an install base of over 90 million. So Microsoft's like, well, y'all didn't buy Gears of War Reloaded. But you're right, though. But you know what's crazy, though? Check this, angry. And I tell people, this is why I tell people buy less games now. If Gears Reloaded dropped on PS4, the game would have sold 5 to 7 mil. Would y'all agree? Gears Reloaded, if it sold on PS4, it would have, or Ultimate, we'll say Ultimate Edition. If Microsoft sold that on PS4, it would have sold better. I can guarantee it would. I'm telling you, man, these new gamers, they don't buy nothing. They don't buy anything. Yeah, yo, for real, like, because if this game came out in 2014, 15, like how, yeah, you're right, GameStar. Because think about it. Final Fantasy, what was it? Remake sold good on PS4. All those games sold good. God of War, all those games sold good on PS4. If that game came out around that time, people would have bought Gears of War. They would have even bought that remake because they were buying a bunch of remakes before that. But now it just seems like, I don't know. I think everybody's so caught up with free-to-plays and Roblox. Yeah, I think that would have been a smart move. I think Microsoft should have moved a little bit sooner. I think so. They want to be. You know what? I'm telling you, what's killing gaming is Fortnite, Roblox, and free-to-plays, and obviously the usual third parties. That's what's destroying gaming, guys. It's not PlayStation. It's free-to-plays. That's ruining gaming. Facts. Free-to-play is making bangers. Bro, yo, Zero saying free-to-play is... Bro, free-to-play games... Bro, they've been playing the same free-to-play game since 2017, man. What's this man talk about free-to-plays? They making bangers. What bangers? Oh, yeah, like High Guard, right? Yeah, like that game, right? Like High Guard. That free-to-play? Oh, yeah. They shut that game down in a month. You know what's funny? If High Guard came out on PS4, the game would have had a community. It would have. We got games free. Yo, think about it, guys. We have free games coming out, and they're failing. How does a free-to-play fail in 1 month? How? Because you know why? Because those free-to-play gamers are comfortable with what they're playing. They don't want to play another one. If they're glued to Fortnite and all these other ones, they're going to stick to them. They're not going to move past those games. Right? But man, High Guard, that game died in a month. 1 month. That game was done. I've never seen a free... Well, Concord. Well, that wasn't really free to play, but... Concord died in a month. Yo! I've seen a lot of failures before. But damn. Back then, games weren't dying in a month. A month. Literally. Franchises are dying in a month. He said all them still play Marvel Rival. Yo, they love that game. Okay, he said, yo, what's up, Kang? Thank you for that. He says a lot of gaming media people love Sony, so don't be surprised they give E-Day a low score. Yo, E-Day is looking to be one of the best games. E-Day is looking to be one of the best games. E-Day is going to be one of the best. One of the best games. I played one game. Oh yeah, exactly. Yep. Overwatch. Oh, that's another one too. You're right. Overwatch. It's crazy, man. Like we can't. It's like, It's like, man, what can we do? And you can't get these free-to-plays to play anything else. That they love that. And I hate to say it, there's not a lot of true hardcore gamers anymore. Unfortunately. And that's why I be trying to tell these ponies, because they still believe in this crap. They still believe that people buy games for consoles for exclusives. They still believe this crap. And I'm like, give me an example. If people are buying consoles for exclusives, then you have to give it an example of that. Oh, but Nintendo! Bro, Nintendo is not you. Stop using Nintendo like it's you. Yo, I got some stuff. Dang, this guy keep driving. They gotta stop using that as an excuse. I hate to say it, man. Gaming as of right now is dead. He says all Eastern devs example Elden Ring Black Myth Wukong. Yeah. Oh, he's I hope it doesn't sell 5 copies. Yo, for real. I heard Lies of Peace on the cartridge. I might actually go support it. Like with Nintendo, even when I'm not a fan of a lot of games, I buy it. Like for example, like what was the one Indiana Jones. I didn't really care for it. I didn't even care for it on Xbox. I mean, it's not a bad game, obviously. It's a good game. It's just not my favorite. But I supported it. I paid $70 for it because I support games on the cartridge. I'm letting Nintendo know that this is what we want. We don't want this game key crap. Get this crap out of here. This is what we want. The 160 name a system that was successful without exclusives. Ooh. Well, every system had some form of exclusives. A system that was dominant without them, right? Let's see. That's a good question. Because, I mean, most games weren't really exclusive. They were just third-party games exclusive at the time. But I don't know if I can make that argument. The only thing I can say is, did any system build their own platform off their own first party? I would say Nintendo. Sega did for a little bit with the Genesis, right? Sega was able to do that a lot for the Genesis, even though everything else they had problems with the Saturn. It's just mostly people that, it's not that they didn't like the games, they just didn't respect the hardware. One of my favorite systems. Without third party, like I'm just saying, like I would say Nintendo. I think Nintendo's the only company that was able to rely on their own games for their own success. I think that, yeah, I can say Nintendo. NES is third party. I would say, well, it's a little bit of blend both. I would say the Super Nintendo was really, really heavy on third party. That was like, I mean, but it was kind of a blend. 64. I mean, 64 was good for what it was off Nintendo's own first party. And then same thing with the GameCube, right? Same thing with the GameCube. And then the Wii, same thing. Well, that was a lot of casuals, though. A lot of casuals bought the Wii, though. So I don't know. Wii U failed, but a lot of systems really needed third party. Even Nintendo, to some degree. I'm going to tell you, you know how many real Nintendo fans there are? There's about, I would say, 32 million real Nintendo fans. That's Nintendo's bracket. They have about 32 real Nintendo fans that will buy their system for their games. Name a system with that name a system that was successful without exclusives. I don't, honestly, I mean, the only one I can say is Nintendo. And, you know, that's like, I mean, even though it did have third party, but I would say that they relied heavily on their own games. You know what I'm saying? Sony relied, Xbox original. I would say the Xbox original. I would say the Xbox original and 360. 360 did rely heavily on its own titles. It did. So I would say that's a tough question, but 360 also had a good 360 also had good third party as well. So I would say 360 was a blend, NES was a blend. Super Nintendo was a blend. I think Nintendo relied heavily. I think Nintendo with the Switch 1, they relied heavily on their own games, and it worked. The DS was too. He says every Wii U game ended up on the Switch. It did. Besides, I think Devil's Third and the Paper Mario game, which I have. But yeah, Switch 1 is just portable. I mean, yeah, if you compare it with the DS, it's not really a home console. I don't know. I think third party is just very important to gaming. I think it's very important to video gaming. As much as some people say a decent speed until a dozen years ago. No, third party, Widow, let me see. No, you gotta think about it, Widow. Third party has always been moving. Final Fantasy was third party. I mean, yeah, the games was locked to the system. Obviously, there was a few things as to why that was the case. Third party, like, for example, the NES, Contra, Castlevania, those are the games that my dad loves on the system. I'm not saying Mario and Zelda wasn't there that my dad didn't like, but those are the games that my dad remembers the most. The Castlevania and the Super Nintendo, you know what I'm saying? It's in this generation. It is this generation. I think Nintendo, yeah, I will say right now, Nintendo has no other choice but to rely on first party. And right now, they're doing a decent job. I just hope they can maintain the momentum as time goes on. But right now, they're doing a solid job. Right now, Nintendo, I will say they're doing a solid job. I mean, I'm just thinking of all the other games. PlayStation making most of their money off third party. They've been doing it since PS1. They've been doing it. Honestly, Sony, I'm going to tell you this right now. Sony coming into gaming is actually why Nintendo's here to stay. I'm going to explain. I'm going to explain something real quick, right? Because of Sony, Nintendo is, I know this sounds crazy when I say it, but this is true. Sony is the reason why Nintendo is successful now. And you're like, what? What are you talking about? What do you mean? I'm going to explain. Because when Sony came into the game, Nintendo realized that we need to focus on our own games. You see, PlayStation, they came in, they stole the third party, they did all that, right? They did all that. But guess what? It's going to bite them in the behind. Nintendo, people love Nintendo games. People like Xbox games. Nobody likes PlayStation games. So all Sega did was set up Sony for long-term disaster. Because right now, yes, everything is good. They got the third party. But once that third party stops being the appeal, or another platform has better, this is what the Helix is going to do, has a better third party experience, who's going to want to stay on PlayStation? I'm telling you guys, I think Game Pass is going to destroy PlayStation. If Microsoft could price their new device reasonable, I mean, all they got to do is price it the same. If Microsoft can price their device the same as the PS6 and get a foothold into gaming, then yes, Microsoft can take over. Do you know the PS1 came about? 1994, right? Or like, what do you mean? Like in regards to popularity? Also, too, Sony was very dominant back then with TVs and technology. That also helped sway the perception back then, because everybody's like, oh, Sony does good Walkmans, Sony does good TVs, Sony does good movies. So everybody wanted to see. So there was a little familiarity when people's like, oh, I want to see what Sony does in regards to video gaming. So there was a lot of, eyes being behold with the PlayStation. Everybody wanted to see what it was about. Microsoft doesn't make money off Game Pass. It's crazy. They don't make money. Oh yeah, and the CDs was cheap. That was yep. And Nintendo didn't want to opt out for that technology because they didn't want to give Sony money. That's why with the GameCube they used the miniature disc. They would rather do that. Nintendo has always thought about their games first. They always do that. When Nintendo makes a platform, they make it solely for their games. And whoever can make games for it, they'll have open arms for. But Nintendo, they only make a system for their games. PlayStation makes a system to appease the third party. Now, Game Pass is subsidized heavily by Microsoft. You think so? You don't think Game Pass eventually will take over? You don't think that vision will stay true? I mean, I think as time goes on, I think Game Pass is going to be very, very profitable for Microsoft, and I think they're waiting for that right moment to kind of come in. I mean, you got to. No, I wouldn't say that. I think Microsoft's making a pretty decent penny off the Game Pass. I think Sony's not making money. Their games don't sell for nothing. The only thing that's keeping Sony afloat is Plus. Without PlayStation Plus, PlayStation is dead. PlayStation Plus is literally dead without Plus. The reason why PlayStation is successful is because of PlayStation Plus memberships and also the taxing of the 30%, which everybody has access to. He says it's up in price because they can't. I mean, they put up money for Stranger Than Heaven. I don't know if that's necessarily true because they're putting some heavy hitters on Game Pass. There's some big money titles coming to Game Pass. Persona 6 coming to Game Pass. You got to remember, Microsoft is recycling that money right back. The tariff. They're taking all that money that they make through Game Pass and just recycling it and probably paying some of these third-party developers, paying with their own games, and they're recycling that money back. It's not good for it's not good for Xbox. That's the reason why Xbox is in business. What? Literally. Game Pass is not good? Come on, bro. Come on now. You got to remember though, Microsoft is trying to prepare it. It doesn't matter though, Widow. It doesn't matter because if Microsoft sees something down the road which is going to sway the perception of the gaming market, they're willing to do that. They're willing to do that. So let me ask you this. So is Nintendo a failure because they decided to focus on their own games and take losses? Are they a failure? Because if, according to your logic, that means the Switch 1 and 2 is not successful. We call those growing pains. That's what we call them. But we see the future of what it's going to lead to. See, you're not understanding, Widow. You're not understanding it. You're not understanding. So according to no, they didn't. Nintendo was losing money. What are you talking about? See, you're being a fanboy. You see, Widow? Nintendo, what do you mean? The Wii U, they made money off the Wii U? Come on now. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's not do this, guys. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Nintendo was barely making any money. The only thing that they was doing was focusing on lower project of games, essentially riding the tide. Well, they weren't really making that much money on the Wii as well either. People weren't buying games on Wii. Not like that. They were not buying games on Wii like that. That's why the system is known for having shovelware. Yeah, that's in Japan. Come on now, let's not do this, man. Let's not do this. Nintendo was losing a lot of money. Even with the cartridges of the N64 back in the days. They were losing money, bro. They were losing money. And they lost money on the GameCube as well. But my point is not that Nintendo was losing money. My point to you is that Nintendo, and right now Xbox, is riding the tide for the future. Do you get what I'm saying? They're riding the tide. Microsoft sees where the end goal is going to be. Just like Nintendo. If they just focusing on... See, you're not understanding. You're not getting it. You're being a fanboy. I hate to be that person, but you're being a fanboy. If Microsoft wasn't making money on Game Pass, they wouldn't be putting all these big budget games on it. Yeah, you're being a fanboy. I thought you was a cool person, bro. I thought you was genuine, but now you're out here lying. I'm literally trying to break it down for you. Nintendo has been losing money since the 64. The Wii, yeah, they sold the system, but a lot of the software was declining. Very low sales. The Wii U, for what it was okay, but obviously it was a flop. The Switch 1 obviously turned success, and Switch 2. PlayStation is the one not making money. They're not making money off any of their own stuff. PlayStation, have you seen the sales margins of Sony's actual games? They're not making anything. That's why I'm like, what are you talking about? PlayStation Plus is only making money off third party. Exactly. As soon as they acquired Bethesda and Activision, it was done. Microsoft is riding the long run. Sony is doing short term. Microsoft is playing chess. Sony's playing checkers. I'm just saying. But you're saying that Xbox is losing money, and I'm telling you, PlayStation is losing money in their games. But you're saying PlayStation is doing good. How is PlayStation doing good if Soros failed? Marathon failed. Bungie failed. 11 live service and subscription games that Sony has funded billions of dollars. You're not understanding. Sony literally sold off their TV division. What are you talking about? You don't know nothing. You don't. Sony, you can look this up. Sony sold their TV division. They sold it. Bruh. And you... Oh my, now we're doing this. Now the fanboy colors have shown. What do you mean? Microsoft has other avenues too, and guess what? They make more money than PlayStation in those other avenues. What does this have anything to do with what we're talking about? You're saying that PlayStation makes money on other avenues. What are you talking about? The avenues that Microsoft makes their money are far more successful than the avenues that Sony. All Sony got right now is gaming. That's all they have. They sold a TV business. They sold it. Like what? What? If PlayStation dies today, Sony's done. They shutting down for a closed. That's what he's not understanding. The only thing keeping Sony afloat is PlayStation Plus. They are profitable. If they weren't profitable, they wouldn't be putting more games to Game Pass. You guys just don't want to see that. No, it is well known. What's well known is that so did Soros do good or not? Like, bro, like this is crazy, bro. So is Sony making money off Soros? Did Sony make money off Soros? Like, I don't understand these dudes, man. They say that Microsoft's in trouble, but they can afford to take these losses. Sony can't. That's why they selling their stuff. Well, clearly Nintendo is not subsidizing either, because that's why they're going up on the price. Subsidizing would mean that you would take the loss. Clearly Nintendo don't want to take the loss. The prices of the hardware went up, so Nintendo decided to also go up on the hardware as well. So how is that subsidizing? Like I said, they try to be cool, skate, and now they want to throw the pony stuff. They don't think I catch on, bro. I caught it. I'm like, bro, hold on. You being a fanboy? I don't think nobody's good for gaming. Personally. I think you guys are all getting screwed over. All of y'all. Alright. Crazy. They'll scratch. They don't want to talk about that. Yep. Game Pass is not profitable. Yet they got $400 million budget games. What games does Sony got? What games does Sony put towards their service? I swear they ain't putting no Intergalactic on there. Y'all barely even got games coming out. We all know what Sony's doing. All Sony's doing is keeping their hands in their pocket and making that money. That's it. We know Sony don't got no plan. Sony don't got no future. Sony... Exactly. Yeah, if PlayStation died, Sony is cooked. They don't have anything. Sony has literally nothing. You guys can, like, they can keep talking about the Xbox brand all they want, but at the end of the day, Microsoft is going to be here. Sony, once they're done, they're done. They're out of here. Out. The whole shebang, gone. Poof. The only thing keeping Sony afloat is PlayStation Plus. You'll never hear me say that's not the truth, because I know it is. This whole Xbox is not profitable. Oh yeah, he probably doesn't know that either, dog. Yo, literally, if Xbox goes down, so does your PlayStation subscription. Yeah, you better hope Xbox is still around, because if Xbox goes down, so does your PlayStation membership, which Sony is so dependent on. Let's not forget that, y'all. Let's not forget. You better hope Microsoft stay around. If Microsoft goes down, there goes your PlayStation Plus memberships. They literally run your own service, bro. So if Microsoft goes down, then so does PlayStation Plus. They don't want to have these conversations, but it's okay. They don't want to have them. They don't want to have these conversations, but it's all right. They don't even realize that. But you're being a fanboy, Widow. I asked you a question, you didn't even respond. Yep. Thank you. I appreciate that, Escape. Exactly. That means, I mean, you don't use the PS5 because it's nothing. Thank you, Pop Frank. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you that. Thank you for that, homie. I'm just saying, you're making a suggestion, right, that Xbox is not profitable, right? You're making that suggestion, right? I'm saying that Xbox is profitable, PlayStation's profitable. I'm even saying, I would even go as far to say Nintendo's profitable. They're all profitable in their own little ways. Microsoft makes their money off the back end of Game Pass and everything else that they're involved in. Sony makes their money off PlayStation Plus, not so much on exclusives, and Nintendo makes money off their subscription service like everybody else, just not as much, but they also make money off the back end of their games because they don't cost that much money to make. If Microsoft's losing money, then you're going to have to explain Concord, you're going to have to explain Marathon, you're going to have to explain Sorrows, you're going to have to explain Cold Violet, you're going to even have to go as far to explain Baby Steps. God damn it. Damn, everybody's like, Gangster, you throwing in Baby Steps? You're going to have to explain that too. You got to tell me where Sony's making. I know where Sony's making their money. I know, it's PlayStation Plus. But you're going to have to explain to us where Sony's making his money. Oh, here we go. Everybody's getting laid off. You see what I'm saying? Bruh, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. This is why more Xbox. PlayStation's getting layoffs too. Did you also hear that if Marathon fails, Bungie's gonna be shut down? Bruh, see, this is why I'm calling you a fanboy. It's not because you're bashing Xbox. Because you're being inconsistent, and you're doing. I know. I've dealt with a lot of ponies, bro. I've dealt with it. I know how you guys act. Alright, but tell us about those games though. How's Marathon doing? Tell us. I want to know. How are those games doing, since you know everything? I know, right? You gotta bring up the layoffs. Bro, everybody is laying off everybody as far as I'm concerned. And most of that layoffs is mostly because they want to push AI. Not because, and they just want to save as much money as they can. Sony's doing it, Xbox is doing it, they all doing it. I think the only one that's not doing it is Nintendo. I don't think Nintendo believes in AI anyway, which is actually kind of good for gaming. So, I'm kind of happy that Nintendo doesn't believe in that. But I mean, but you saying they doing good though? How can Sony do good if all their games are failing? I'm just saying. I thought you said, bruh, you don't even know what the games look like. Come on. You don't even know what the game looks like? Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you, End Times. Shout out to Nintendo for keeping it old school. Yeah, we know you was talking about Xbox. We know. But like I said, right? You're talking about Xbox, so I want you to be consistent with what you're saying. You're saying Xbox is failing because it is, but then you don't bring up the same argument for Sony. Because I could bring up the same argument. Nintendo is Nintendo. Yeah, we know about these things. And them parent companies ain't doing well. That's why Sony sold out their TVs. Oh my goodness. But yeah, we know Xbox is doing good. Yep. Xbox is doing good. I think they're gonna try to rely PlayStation. It's that Xbox didn't make profit for 20 years. Bruh. Microsoft has more money than, oh my, you know, it's like you can't even argue it. It's like it just doesn't come. It just doesn't come. It just doesn't matter. So you're saying that Microsoft didn't make money during the 360 era? Because you said 20 years. Did it 20 years would be around 2006 when the 360 came out? And they didn't make money then either? Sounds kind of suspicious. Hold on, so Microsoft didn't make money in 2006? Last time I checked, the 360 did better than the PS3. What are you talking about? Because you said Microsoft hasn't made money back 20 years. You know that makes no sense, right? Yeah, but that was 20 years ago. We're in 2026. That was 20 years ago. So you're saying that Microsoft only made money with the 360 in 2006 and it was done? Literally, 360 dominated. Even the Kinect outsold the PS Move. Come on, bro. Oh my goodness. And you know what's crazy? You know the PS3 had a yellow light of doom? I had a few consoles that had that. You know PS3 also had faulty hardware as well. You do know that. It was called the yellow light of doom. Bro, honestly, I think this is another problem. The business. We don't care. I don't care. I don't personally care. Because this is the problem with gaming. Maybe you need to dust off that PS5, Widowbone. Maybe dust it off. Dust off that PS5, man. Because clearly you said you ain't using it. Go ahead, dust it off. You might want to start dusting it off, man. That's the problem with you fanboys. You're too busy worrying about the finances and you ain't worried about playing games. Let's keep it 100. We all know none of this stuff matters. You know that none of this stuff matters. All I know, we getting games. That's all you guys want to do is focus on old stuff from 20. That's like me going to Dustin and be like, oh, the Switch 2 is a failure because of the Virtual Boy. Like, you guys are ridiculous. Oh, you know, Nintendo's flopping. Why? Because you can't get over the fact that Nintendo flopped with the Philips CDI or the freaking Virtual Boy? You can't get over that? Nintendo's failing. They're flopping. Nintendo's... Like, bro... Like, you guys are ridiculous, bro. You guys, it's like, you guys hold on to old, 93 mil. They hold on to old news. 20 years, 25 years, like nothing changes. Well, you said it. Yeah, he just looking for an argument. I mean, dude, you're the fanboy. Oh, I'm the fanboy, bro. I'm literally on a PlayStation right now, bro. Last time I checked, you ain't turned yours on in 3 years. Oh, this what we want to do? I was trying to be respectful at first. But this is what we doing? Now, hold on. He said this? Hold on. We already knew. Alright, let me pin that so everybody knows that that's what you just said. Right? Now you about to get roasted. Brother, you ain't even put your PS5 on in 3 years. Okay? You want to sit there and talk about how everything's going, but you honestly are part of the problem because you don't play games. And that's why PlayStation 5 games are failing, because you don't buy the same games that you keep talking about. No, there ain't no more questions, bro. You want to sit there and talk about finances and all that, but yet you ain't the one going out there supporting and buying games. You want to call people a fanboy, but you ain't turned your PS5 in 3 years. I try to be nice to you, Widowbone. I tried to, but it's done. Xbox One and Series were profitable. I just looked. I'm the fanboy. So what do you play on? That's why I ain't using it. Exactly. But you sure defended it. So what do you play on? PC? Because I know you don't play on Xbox. What you play? Yeah, that's what I'm interested. Because I'm on PS5. I don't know how you gonna call me a fanboy. I'm on the PS5. That's what I don't understand. The same people calling me an Xbox fanboy, I'm literally on PS5. This is good though. This is good. I like this stuff. You was playing Game Boy? Oh, okay. Retros is good. I could play that on my Xbox Series X. I could play that. I could play all those games for free on my Series X. I don't need a Game Boy Advance. I could play all those games for free on my Series X. PS1, Switch. I have all those too. I have all those systems too. Great systems. I'm rooting, bro. You're not fooling nobody. You're not rooting for Xbox. You're not fooling us, bro. Because the talking points that you have, bro, we see it. Those are the pony takes. Maybe you need to put the Game Boy Advance down, man. You know, bro. What do you mean? Microsoft is doing. They're not. Well, it's going to be hard for any company to be to that glory days of what gaming used to be. But you're saying that Microsoft. Bruh. Hold on. 360 days is over. Time to move on. Bro, the Xbox Series X literally has backwards compatibility with 360 games. That didn't make you buy an Xbox. Let me see. I just wish they were doing like they were doing during 360. I wish Sony was how they used to be like the PS2. What am I gonna do? So why would you care though? Why would you care? If it's all about playing games, why do you care so much about the finances? I'm just saying, Xbox got games. You cannot say. Literally, people play Gears 1 on the Xbox 360 more than they play Concord. Exactly, it's still active. Left 4 Dead 2, you can still find lobbies on it. You're sitting there saying the 360 days. Yeah, you're right. I wish PlayStation 5 was like how the PS2 and 1 was. You're right. Too bad that ain't the case. It ain't been like that. Oh, I forgot. In the last 20 years. It hasn't been like that from PlayStation in the last 20 years of PlayStation. So let me go out there and complain. Microsoft is throwing out more games than PlayStation has ever thrown out. You're getting more games with Xbox than you're getting with PS5. Microsoft is pumping out games. We can go through the list. They got State of Decay 3. They got Gears E-Day, Clockwork Revolution. Oh my goodness. That's what I'm saying, man. These ponies are indoctrinated by PS5. The last great PlayStation was the PS. And the crazy thing, Steven, that ain't even a PlayStation game. That game also came out on the Wii. 360 days. I missed Black Ops 1. Luckily, I think Black Ops 1 and 2, Mr. Claus, is getting a remaster for PS5. It's probably going to... Hopefully it comes to Switch. I hope it does. Like, I just don't understand these guys, man. They just make it seem like Xbox is so bad, this and that. And I'm like, listen, I feel like... I understand that there's problems, definitely, between all companies. Like, if you told me, it's like, what do you think is bad about Xbox? I would tell you. Or what's bad about PlayStation, I will tell you. Or same thing with Nintendo, I will tell you. Even PC gaming. PS3 actually had games. PS5 don't have nothing. Ah, here it comes. Hey, good old Felipe. Here we go. We knew the ponies had to come. We knew it. I'm ready. Let's go. We knew the ponies was coming. That's my good old, that's my lap dog, Felipe. How you doing there, Chihuahua? Oh my goodness. Thank you. I appreciate that, Skate. That's what it is. Every platform has issues. They all do. I can pinpoint every single one of them. I think gaming right now is not good for anybody. We just need Alien here. Yo, exactly. Yo, where's Alien at? Yep. Yeah, we need Alien here, man. We got the pony allegiance. Xbox could get sold in a few years, but that'd be micro. Well, you said a few years. I'm gonna enjoy the moment, micro slop. Bro, Felipe, I caught you in the comment section talking about how you're gonna cancel your $200 pre-order of Halo because Sony was gonna charge you for paying to play for 2 accounts, bro. I bet you went right back to pre-ordering it on Amazon. Oh, you couldn't. Oh, you lost access to it. Yeah, good old Felipe out here pre-ordering Xbox games. Man was getting salty because he couldn't play it with his family because Sony was gonna charge him $10 for each account. Man, you ponies was galloping, man. They were galloping. Oh yeah, PS5 does suck. I never pre-order. Yeah, right, Felipe. I seen you in the comments section talking about I'm getting that Halo. You getting that Halo though, right? I know you getting Halo. Don't say you not. I know you getting Halo. Yeah, matter of fact, keep giving Microsoft that money. You'll keep Xbox afloat. That was a Microsoft. He said it was a. Yo, how was it? How was it Microsoft's fault that it was 2 PlayStation Plus accounts? What are you talking about? Microsoft has nothing to do with PlayStation Plus. Now they made a mistake. In regards to the local multiplayer. That was obvious. It could be literally labeled as a typo. But to say that Microsoft is gonna charge you for 2 PlayStation Plus accounts, bro, you ponies are ridiculous. You guys go as far to defend anything that this company does. Now Microsoft is involved with charging you with another PlayStation Plus account so you can play split screen with your son? Bro, you guys are ridiculous, dog. But as soon as Microsoft brings it on a PlayStation, we know you're gonna buy it, Felipe. You ain't got nothing to play. You got no games. Make sure you buy it. Now that's PlayStation's fault. I'm saying no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the typo. The typo was their fault. They said they accidentally put that by mistake, and they owned up to it. But you guys said that was Microsoft charging for 2 PlayStation Plus accounts. Yes, we know that. But you still gotta pay for 2 PlayStation Plus accounts if you want to play online co-op. Yo, I know he does it. He's probably made his other account Thundershock or Thunder Thighs. Thunder Thighs. Mr. Din. I still think Mr. Din is here. I just think he be using other accounts. People have been telling me. Somebody been telling me he just uses other accounts. Oh my goodness. Hey yo, these ponies, they can't believe it. They can't believe it. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Felipe. It was nice seeing y'all jump over those obstacles when we find out that wasn't true, right? It's like all those fake rumors that y'all be making with Xbox, trying to get people to sell their console. It was so funny seeing y'all talk about, I'm canceling my pre-order, goddammit. Microsoft, they out here trying to charge me for 2 PlayStation Plus accounts. It was nice to see you ponies galloping, man. The tricks that y'all were performing was hilarious. You still gotta pay for it if you're playing. That was for local multiplayer. That had nothing to do with multiplayer. You gotta still pay for that multiplayer, brother. Even if you play as, yo, see these ponies, man. You see? Xbox played us again, bro. I'm warning you guys. I'm trying to tell y'all. Microsoft, if you play split screen, that's probably where the mix-up came from. If you play split screen, right, and you want to play online with other players while split screen, that guy still needs an active membership. Xbox. Xbox. Charging us for 2 PlayStation Plus. Xbox. Yo, them ponies, man. I thought Xbox had no games though. I thought it had no games. Why y'all so worried about an Xbox game that y'all said y'all don't support? Cause y'all know you'll love them. Hey, yo, for real, they don't even talk about Wolverine. I'm actually looking forward to Wolverine. Even Nintendo isn't that greedy with game share. I know, I kind of like when most of their games offer that. We need that Xbox has no games guide too. Yeah. He got the beanie suffocating his brain off. Yo, man, he got that neocortex, man. I guarantee if you take the beanie off, it'll have a big old S on it. Sony. He got that Sony. How does Nintendo's game share even work? So, alright, let's say, for example, and I love this feature. I hope Nintendo really digs into this, because I think this is Nintendo's best feature. So, for example, right, Dustin, if I own a game that has game share, I can play with you. So let's say, because I have a few games like this, like the TMT game, anybody that's in the game chat, I can invite you to the game, and you don't even have to own it. Stardew Valley, you can do that. Stardew Valley, you can play with 4 players even if they don't own the game through Game Share. That right there, if Nintendo, it's literally Steam, yeah, exactly, in PlayStation Game Share, but with more members. If Nintendo can do that for a lot of their titles, I would be happy. Felipe, name me a PlayStation game that has sold 10 million. What PlayStation game sold 10 mil? We know Xbox gamers play games through Game Pass. We know that. Why would they have to buy the game? They play it on Game Pass. Now, I'm going to ask you this. What PlayStation game sold 10 mil? Oh, yeah, it's an amazing feature. Yeah, definitely, Dustin. When try it out one day, you'll love it. Some games support. It's mostly Switch 2 titles. But name me one PlayStation game that sold 10 million. That's a PS4 game. Man's out here using PS4 games. Bro, he needs the power of 2. Yeah, Spider-Man 2, yeah, even though it was bundled. Bruh. Those are PS4. Yo, this man doing, yeah, he using PS4 games. Yo, he need the power of 2 consoles. He need to do the fusion. He had to make the Gogeta. He had to take the PS5 and the PS4 and put them together. He had to do it. He had to. Yo, these are all PS4 games. Yo. Hello? I'm new. Hello? Yo. Man's really out here using PS4 games. Is crazy, bro. What about an actual PS5 game? What about a PS5 game? What about a PS5 game? An actual PS5 game. I'm just saying. You see, he can't answer the question. Look at this. Name me one PS5 game. I think Marvel Spider-Man 2 did, but that was bundled. But I'll give y'all that one. Name one other game besides that sold 10 mil. Ain't no PS5 game sold 10 mil. He knows this. PS4 gamers is holding up. PS4 gamers are buying more games than y'all. That's why every time we look at the PS4 sales, they sell better than the PS5. Because that's where the real gamers are on. PS5 ain't nothing but a bunch of Fortnite players. And NBA 2K players. Miles Morales, bro, that's a PS4 game, dog. PS4 game, PS4 game, PS4 game, PS4 game. Bro, they can't even name me a game that sold 10 million on PS5. They can't. They can't. They know nobody buys games on PS5. They gotta combine 90 million consoles with 120 million to do well. They will cry. Exactly, but that's not a PS5 game. I need PS5 games. Microsoft ain't using Xbox One numbers for the Series S and X. They're not doing that. If Doom sales come up, it goes based off the system sales. That's what I'm saying. You out here merging two consoles together. Like, the man's literally out here merging consoles together to boost up the sales. That's pathetic. That is pathetic. Concourse sold 10 million. Like, what? This is ridiculous. He still can't name it. They don't even Day by Day. Yeah, I know, Dead by Daylight. Oh, because COVID. Oh, here we go. Stop with the excuses, Jimmy. Stop with the excuses, Jimmy. Stop with those goddamn excuses, Felipe. Those are excuses. I can't believe this man said all this gibberish. He said because of COVID and high PS4 users and PS5 was out of stock. PS5 out of stock. Bruh. These excuses are ridiculous. Yo, what? In the beginning, first 2 years. Oh my goodness. Bro. Alright. What about Destruction All-Stars? Ooh. What about Demon Souls Remake? Ooh. What about Final Fantasy Rebirth? Ooh. What about Final Fantasy 16? Ooh. All those games failed on your system. All of them. All those damn games failed on you for smoking. Oh, I know none of those games hit 10 mil. Most of those games ain't even hitting 1 million. Look at Sorrows. Those games didn't even hit 1 mil. On a 90 million install base, bro. Spider-Man was also included in bundles, but we'll give you that. And let's not forget, God of War was included in the bundle too. God of War had a bundle. Spider-Man 2 had a bundle. Now we got Sony out here using cross-gen games and also bundled in titles to artificially boost the sales of these games. Oh my goodness. Yo, y'all ain't got a 10 million game either, bro. Ain't no one want to hear you ponies. Yo, thank you, Soren. Straight up delusional. He can't give me not one PS5 game that sold 10 mil. Hey, what's up, Ron? Nah, it's cool, brother. Thank you, Ron. They can't name me one. Bro, even the Switch 2 of how successful it is, they haven't even sold a game at 10 mil. I mean, Mario Kart World was bundled, but Donkey Kong Bonanza, it did sell well, like 5, 6. I heard it's like 5, 6 mil. Right? That's pretty good. But even then, even the Switch 2 ain't got a 10 million game yet, but Switch 2 has 20 million consoles. Y'all got 90. Y'all got 90 million consoles, and the Switch 2 is outselling y'all. Their games outsell your games. And the Switch 2 barely even got started. Because y'all too busy on PS4 games. Every game that he's saying that sold over 10 million was a PS4 game. Felipe, you ain't got no argument, man. You have none. No argument. Man ain't got no goddamn games, bro. None. All this crap this man talking. Astro sold like 1.5. It probably went a little higher. PlayStation bundle are good for gamers. Oh, so it's okay for PlayStation to give you free games in a console, but it's not okay for Microsoft to give free games through Game Pass. Oh wow. That's funny. Oh yeah. Oh, that's funny. So people can't buy it. Yeah, it's probably about that. Astro's probably at 3. Like what? PlayStation games. Yo, these dudes, man, these ponies know they wildin', man, because they know when the PS6 come out, the sales are gonna be even worse. It's confirmed? Oh, that's good. So the game did good. It did good. I think Sony was only expected, like, I heard if the game sold 1 million, it would have been successful. So that's good. That's good to see Astrobot getting some love. You're tripping. Bruh, you the one hyping up PS4 games as if they're PlayStation 5 exclusives. Man, if it wasn't for PS4 holding y'all down, y'all would have nothing. Y'all would literally have nothing. Yeah, what PS5 games hit 10 mil? He can't say it. Marvel Spider-Man 2 was bundled, so I'll give you that. I'll give you the Marvel Spider-Man bundle. I'll give you that. But other than that, what other game has hit that? Oh, here we go. Most of the games have small budget. Oh, really? Oh, really? Really? Just like Marathon, right? That's a small budget. Just like Cardcore, right? That was a small budget. Oh my goodness, man. You PlayStation fanboys think y'all Nintendo. Y'all not Nintendo. Y'all not Nintendo. Cut it out. Even Nintendo gamers don't buy every game, but you're not Nintendo. Understand, Pony? Go back to your stables. You are not Nintendo. Nintendo barely even got that many consoles out, and they still outsell your games. What is you talking about? You ponies don't buy nothing. All you do is buy Xbox games. That's it. You guys can't even compete with the damn Switch. That's facts. The Switch 2 barely even got its audience yet, and they still outselling y'all. Like what? Felipe Pony. Felipe El Pony. Bro, live service? Bro, we only bought Forza. Like, bro, you want to talk about live service? Bro, y'all didn't even buy your own single player games. So let me guess. When y'all had Rebirth as an exclusive, was that live service? Or when Final Fantasy 16 came out, was that live service? Or when Demon Souls Remake came out, did y'all support it? No, Blue Point Studios got shut down. Or Destruction All Stars? Or Sackboy Adventure? Oh, that was a PS4 game as well. My bad. What are you talking about? Oh, what about Lego Horizons? I forgot. Oh, bro, you ponies need to shut the hell up. Y'all want to sit there and talk about saying it's the PlayStation live server slop when literally it's single player games that you had that flopped. Porter Rock 77 son. He's Porter Pebble. He can't admit it. He can't admit it. While he's out here bashing Xbox gamers for not buying games, he ain't buying games either. Death Stranding flopped. Death Stranding 2 flopped. Oh, another one. Sons of Sparta flopped. Sony barely put an arm and a leg in that game and it flopped. So God of War, Sons of Sega Genesis. Y'all can't name an Xbox game that sold over 10 mil. They don't need to buy games. You already know that. Sons of Cringe. You already know that. Why would an Xbox gamer buy a game when they have Game Pass? Why would we do that? That's like you guys getting free games on PlayStation Plus and paying for them. Why would you do that? Those ain't made by PlayStation. So Soros isn't? Soros is not a game made by PlayStation? Oh, Cold Violet. Yeah, what about Cold Violet? Oh yeah, Cold Violet. Baby steps. Yo. Yeah. These PlayStation 2s act like they ain't never rented games before, bro. Spider-Man 2 is the only one. Yep. The only one, and it had pretty bad sales early on. Probably due to those price discounts. Ask your wife, Shama. Hey. Ask your wife, Asha. I mean, I'd rather ask her than Jim Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Oh, who's that other guy y'all got now? Who's that other guy they got? The guy from Guerrilla Games. Oh yeah, I'll talk to Asha Sharma any day. Of course. Of course. That's crazy, right? Oh, Herman Hulse, yeah. You can go look at Herman Hulse's butt. I'm just saying, man. We got the best games. We got the best looking female CEOs. Right? I'm just everything's good on Xbox. Our CEOs look better than the games that y'all got. Yeah. We got the good looking CEOs. Bro, we're weirdos, bro. You're the one that brought this up. You're like, go talk to your wife, Asha. And you're the one calling us weird. I'm just trolling you. Yeah, go back to looking at Jim Ryan's. Your best games? What the hell? Oh, yeah, we got that. We got the best looking CEO girls. We got the best games. We got the best service. I mean, we got quick resume. You know, we got a lot of good. We got immolation on the Series X and S. I mean, damn. Things are looking real good. Dead side, Cheesecake. Things are looking real good on Xbox. You know? You know what I'm saying? I just love the way Sarah Bond and Asha Sharma explains the next console that I'm going to be playing on. You can go look at Herman Holsty. Diablo 4 did sell. That was cross-gen though. I mean, yeah, it was that game came out on a lot of devices, but yeah, that game did do well though. Oh snap, he's mad. Oh no, I got him with the blade, dog. Oh no, he's pissed. Oh no, he's mad. Oh, look at. He's pissed, yo. Yo. Yeah, I took all his stuff, bro. Yeah, he's mad, bro. I got me a nice set already, boy. I told you that. Oh, he got a med kit too? What's this? Oh, that's ammo. Look like a med kit. Only thing is, I need food though. Yep. Oh, my character's perishing. Hold on. Make a bed real quick so I don't lose all my stuff. Damn, these ponies, man. Sackboy Big Adventure. Sackboy. We love our Sackboy. Yeah, we don't mind. We don't mind when other people play our games. We generally don't care. Potato sack. They still upset that Gears Z Day got pulled off, huh? Y'all still mad about that? I know you was looking forward to Gears Z Day, Felipe. I know you was. It's so funny how PlayStation gamers, they'll go as far to bash their own games, right? They'll go as far to bash their own titles, and then literally be like, "Oh, that's live service slop." I'm like, But this is your company producing this. Exactly. Didn't y'all want exclusives? Didn't y'all want exclusives back? Now y'all mad because you can't play Clockwork Revolution and Gears Z Day? Like, that's crazy. These ponies had their hopes up. They're like, oh, we got Gears Reloaded. Now we're going to get Gears Z Day. They got their hopes up. I hope you guys sold your Xbox. Now go buy another one when you want to play Gears Z Day. These dudes was like, oh, I don't need an Xbox no more. Xbox is bringing out everything. Literally sells his Xbox and Gears Z Day got pulled off. Serves you right there, buddy. Serves you there right for being a fanboy. Yep. I'm not gonna sell my PS5. I'm not gonna sell my PS5 just because Wolverine. Like, let's say if Wolverine was gonna get a release on Xbox or PC, I would never do that. I'll still keep it until the day it's there. Like, what? One exclusive, bro. Oh yeah, I love my Series X, man. I love the backwards compatibility. I love the dev mode. I've been sitting there for years. I bought it for my son. What, Roblox? Well, what you buy for your son? What you buy, Felipe? What does your son play? Actually, matter of fact, bro, I think what it is, though, I think Felipe, right? You know, he's a father, right? And, you know, his son, you know, he has to see this every day, right? Oh, that Neo Geo AES, I wish I got one. Like, he got to look at his son playing Roblox on the phone. He got to look at his son playing Fortnite, and, you know, he goes to his son's room, right? He's like, hey, son, you know, I got the Soros, you see? And his son just laughs at him. Dad, I don't play that. So that's why Felipe is hurt right now. You know, it's not because he's mad at Xbox. He's just mad because, you know, gaming ain't what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it just hurts his soul that his own children don't like the games that he grew up playing. Hey, you know, PlayStation exclusive? You know? You know, I feel bad for Felipe, man. It's not his fault to feel this way. It's not his fault. I don't blame Felipe. He does everything he could do. You know, he showed his son Astrobot and his son laughed at him. You don't want to play Ratchet and Clank with me, Hector? Come on, Felipe. I don't want to play that crap, man. It's just as good as the Fortnite. It's like Mario. That's what he's saying. It's like Mario. Dad, come on, man. I don't play that crap. That sucks. I'd rather play Roblox. Bro, Felipe, I bet your son don't even play half the games you show him. He'll play that trash like Roblox. He like Astro Boy. Oh yeah, that's a good game though. That's a good game. Yeah, I would hope a kid would like that game, man, because it is a good game. Yeah, give him the yo Printed. Are you serious? Yo, give him PS1 Rayman, bro. Yo, I like it though. I like it. Printing is that type of cycle I get behind, bro. He's like, give that boy Rayman on the PS1. And I know, because he's going to play, oh, daddy, I love Rayman. Then he going to be literally getting mad. Bro, that happened to me. When I was a kid playing Rayman, bro, I loved it. And then you hear the oh, this is cool. Then the game gets hard. Like, what? I'm like, what? And then it got hard. I'm like, I was swearing, bro. I was like, what are you see? Yep, you see, Felipe, you losing him. You're losing him, goddammit. Look at that. I told you. He don't play Fortnite, but I knew it was one of those two. I told you. I'm telling you, man, he probably, Felipe probably cried in the bathroom like Dark doing the laundry. Grandpa saw my son play Roblox. Yeah, I feel you, Felipe, man. I hear you, man. He said he gonna platinum with. Oh, okay. Oh, Felipe raising him on Game Boy Colors. Okay. He said you're gonna have to earn those stripes in this household. You're gonna have to play some real games. Yeah, definitely though, Felipe. He gotta lay off them cinematics, you know? Show him some real games, not them PS5 exclusive cinematic trailers. You know? Oh, Ratchet and Clank PS2. That's actually one of my favorites. Yeah, Ratchet and Clank. Oh man, that's a good one. Yeah, I like Printed, man. Rayman 1 and 2 was hard. Yeah, even Rayman 2 was pretty difficult at times. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love the Game Boy Color. A lot of great games. A lot of great titles. Yeah, I mean, pretty much though. I know all the kids play Roblox. I know. You know what's funny? I went on Roblox, right, just to understand, like, try to understand the appeal as to why the kids like it. But I will say one thing, because you guys know I'm not a bias. Thank you, I appreciate it. That's literally what I be trying to advocate for, Sora. But game keys though, right? And I was playing Roblox just to see, like, why do these kids like this? Like, if I was a kid, would I like it? Now, mind you, as an adult, when I was playing this on my Xbox, I'm like, hold on, some of these Roblox games are not bad. I was playing this Sonic game, and I'm like, yo, this Sonic game, you can play with people, interact with people. I'm like, oh, snap. No wonder these kids like these games. That was the first thing I said. I was like, no wonder these kids like to play these games, because I was seeing the appeal. Now, mind you, is this something that I would play? More than likely not. But I was understanding why these kids... Oh, there's a picture. I was understanding why these kids like these games. It does. It's like a game within a game. And I'm like, yo, this, you know, I mean, it's not the type of stuff I play, but I was like, now I see why the kids like it. I was like, oh. And then the same thing with the Fortnite. I was playing some custom games on it. I'm like, oh, no wonder. It's like a game in a game. Yeah, exactly. Like Legoland. It's kind of, you know, I don't like it. You know what I mean? It's not something I'd play. But I understand why the kids like it. I understand why they like it and how they're glued to it. And if they get tired of one Roblox game, they just move on to another one. The only thing is it's just pretty predatorial with the microtransactions. But besides that, I think it's a pretty solid, you know, for what it is, for free to play, and, you know, I was like, oh, now I see why the kids enjoy these games. I even played a Call of Duty game on. I'm like, what? This game literally played like Call of Duty. I'm like, wow, these kids playing Call of Duty for free? I'm like, damn. They got some Dragon Ball game on there. I'm like, what? I was like, no wonder these kids like these games. No wonder. They're addicted, though. They can be very addicted. You know, I don't think Roblox is completely bad, per se. It used to be worse. It used to be terrible. I used to see the games on there. They were garbage. Yeah, it's not, yeah, exactly. It's just a, you know, fun, casual type of game, you know. I don't think it would completely take over my, you know, my whole gaming life existence, but it's definitely a nice in-between game, you know, especially if after having a serious day at work and you come home and you just want to relax. It kind of has that appeal, right? They got one day I'm actually gonna play it. We could go through the games ourselves. You know what? Would you guys like that? I think one day we'll do that. We'll try to indulge ourselves in the world of the casual, you know, and just try to figure things out. You know, go into the world of the casuals and just see how things are. You know what I mean? And I hate to tell these people, but if exactly, hey, what's up? I hear you, Buchanan. Yeah, it can be, you know. And I wasn't a fan of it, but I'm like, oh, I was playing the Sonic game a lot longer. I just wanted to check it out. You know, I'm like, oh, I want to see what this crap is. And I'm like, oh, then I seen other people running around. And yeah, I think that would be a good one. So I'm going to download Roblox on here, and then we'll, you know, just kind of break the games down and see where the younger audience is. Because we got to remember, guys, the young audience is going to be the ones, you know, taking over gaming. You know what I mean? Our time is practically up, right? So as people, you know, we got to look at the young generation and see what, you know, where I don't think game is going to head in the best way, but it'll be a nice I have an interesting way of how I'm going to do this, the next live stream. You know what I mean? I have another interesting, you know, thing like how I did with the Steam machine. One guy says the 8 gigabytes of VRAM. So you don't think that's enough for most games now? Can 7.2. This is just mostly a conversation piece, but yeah, you don't think that's? I mean, it kind of isn't. I think it's lower than the PS5. I think they said something about the performance is a little bit better, but the PS5 has more raw power, or at least something. That's what I heard. I'm not completely against the Steam machine, right? I mean, for these games, yeah, it should be enough for these type of games. I mean, I seen Crimson Desert run on it. Honestly, it depends on the game we play, because a lot of different games have different objectives. Yeah, get a live look into the life of a casual. Yo, for real, bro. Oh, so that's gonna be perfect. So if we do that live stream, oh, that's gonna be perfect. Oh yeah. You got some more. Oh, come on. He did another dumb one. Don't tell me. He did another dumb one. Please don't tell me. I'm gonna look right now. He did another dumb one. This one we did. Oh yeah, that might be an interesting video. I got you. They're so worried, bro. Like, there's nothing to be worried about. If you can't buy the PS6, it doesn't matter, because the PS6 it's going to be cross-gen anyway. Yep, thank you, Ron. Exactly, you're right. We've had this conversation plenty of times. I think the Steam machine, if you put 1 terabyte in it, let's try to make the value. If you put 1 terabyte into the Steam machine at 1,000, right? Because everybody keeps saying that it's overly expensive, and I do think it is. I generally do think it is. But like I said, if you take $650 and buy a Series X and then pay $360 for Game Pass Ultimate, you're practically paying about $1,000. You're just not paying for it at once. Now with the Steam machine, you do get. He said you could play GTA 6. Yeah, I don't think they took that in consideration, though, Cam. If you're looking forward to GTA 6, go pick up a PS5 or an Xbox. But I hear you though. Now hold on, but isn't the Steam machine more powerful than the Series S though? I think it's more powerful than the Series S, ain't it? And I mean, if GTA 6 is coming to the Series S, then the Steam machine should have no problem with it. Because didn't they say it's more on par with the PS5? I did see some performance comparisons. So yeah, the Steam machine should be able to handle GTA 6. It should be able to handle it. Steam machine is a big scam. All right, yeah, we literally had this conversation earlier, Ken. Let's break it down, right? Also, too, let's not forget the Steam machine is also came in to the gaming, not that at that price it can. I hear you on that. So let's break it down. Let's break it down, like what you're saying. So the Steam machine, no, PS5 is more powerful. Oh, it is. Okay, it is. Okay, got you. All right. So let's break it down. Let's break it down. Now, do you know, Erico, if it's more powerful than the Series S? This PC is a scam as you can't up. Oh, you can't even upgrade it. Ooh, that's not good. Ooh, it would have been nice if you could upgrade it though. I thought that's what Valve was going for though. They didn't do that. Oh, that's messed up. In between us, so it should be able to run GTA 6. Okay, got you. Yeah, I was hearing about that in regards to raw power and stuff. Even though some performance looked really good in comparison. But anyways, in that case, let's break it down. Right? It's a little weaker than the PS5. Check. We got that. You know, you're going to have more access to like computer-like features. Oh, damn, no upgrade. I know. It doesn't even come with a controller. Hold on. What? Steam machine is straight. Yo, hold on. What? It don't come with a controller. Hold on. Yo, y'all like, damn. Hey, hold on. I thought it came with a controller. It don't come with a controller. Y'all just told me this now? Ah, yeah. Oh, yo, that's crazy, son. Nah, screw the Steam machine, bro. Don't even come with a controller? Yo, I'm out here thinking it came with a controller. Oh, hell nah. How you gonna sell a device with no damn controller? Nah, Steve, you gonna have to take that L, bro. I tried my hardest to defend you. Nah, we good, bro. Nah, you gonna have to take that L, bruh. It was bad enough with that 512 gigabytes of space. No controller is disrespectful. What do they expect, people not to use it? Who does that? Oh my goodness, no controller? Oh my, yo, what? That's kind of trash though. That's kind of trash though. I thought it came with some sort of controller, you know. I mean, who would buy this crap? I'm about to change the title of this live stream. Oh man, that's good. That's a tough one, man. Damn, son, that is. Now I will say one thing, right? Even though it's bad that Steam did this, right? But it also speaks volumes to how much gaming, right? How much the PS6 and the new Xbox is gonna cost. I guarantee those are gonna be expensive. I can see it now, man. I mean, I think they're setting us up. I think Microsoft. I think honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think PlayStation and Xbox are using Steam to come out with this console to justify the prices of theirs. I really do this. I really do think this. So now what's gonna happen, right? That Valve, they're all in bed with each other. They're like, oh, Valve is like, yeah, we know this ain't gonna do well. This is gonna be for a niche audience. But when that Steam machine come out, Xbox and PlayStation gonna be like, hey guys, you know, the market conditions, you know, what the hell are you talking about? Oh, you know, you see that Steam machine, right? Yeah, I know that. That's overpriced though. So we might have to charge something very similar. What do you mean? Because you seen Valve do it, now you think you can do this? I know what's going on here. They're using the Steam machine to gouge the interest in the price tag of the PS6 and the Xbox. We're not over, ladies and gentlemen. I think things are going to get worse. And they might undercut it a little bit. Might be like, instead of 1,300, it'll be 1,200. I can see this. I can clearly see it. You know what I mean? They all working with each other because Steam knows that the new Xbox is going to have Steam on it. So it seems like this was a strategy from Microsoft and Valve. And possibly Sony, who knows? To overprice the hardware. That is crazy, son. You know, a lot of people ain't gonna be able to afford this. A lot of people barely can afford a PS5. Yep, that's what they do at end times. They try to manipulate the gaming, and they're gonna be like, "Well, but look at that. The Steam machine is. I mean, PlayStation is doing. Like I told people this. They're raising the prices to gouge interest for the PS6 and the Helix. People's like, why did Sony raise the price of the Pro? Because that I'm gonna tell you something. The fact that the PS5 Pro is $900, what makes people think the PS6 is gonna be cheaper than that? Like, don't these fanboys realize that if the PS5 Pro is at 900, practically 1,000 with the disc drive, what makes you think that the PS6 is going to be cheaper? Especially when the PS5 Pro is a better product than the Steam machine. What makes people think that it's going to be lower? I'm telling you, man, that PS5 Pro is going to be like, well, it's either you buy this or you buy the PS6 at $1,200. Oh man, I'm telling you, man. I mean, at this point, people are only gonna buy one console. No, but I know I can't. If I can't do it because we gotta finance. Yo, that's what AGN was complaining about. Look at that, we renting consoles, bro. No wonder Asha was like, yeah, we gotta do financing, and AGN ran with it in the wrong way possible by saying, look at that, Microsoft is renting the console. No, Microsoft knows that this is gonna be expensive. They know. The reason why they even talking about this, because they know most people that are used to paying $500 for a console are not going to be able to come up with $1,000. They'll probably have to do installment payments, $100 a month. I think people could pay. I think that's smart. I think that's really smart. Asha, see, Microsoft thinks outside the box. Microsoft's like, yeah, we want to get this platform in people's hands, but buying the console outright might not be feasible for a lot of people. But financing it, let's say $100 a month for a $1,200 console, by the end of the year, you own it. So that would make sense. I think Microsoft sees that as an opportunity to extend its growth. Oh yeah, GTA 6? That's very smart though. AGN is out here talking about, oh, they renting it. I'm like, bro, they out here renting PS5s in freaking Japan. It's like, what? So, alright guys, I'm gonna head off. I'll try to make a video for y'all later today to touch up on that. I'm happy that we was able to discuss the Steam machine. We had a great conversation with everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to see y'all in the next one, and I'll see if I have a video for y'all today. I'll probably chime in on that video that he did, but I have to watch it first, all right? Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Make sure you guys like, hype up whatever, the video, whatever, share, whatever, and I'll see y'all in the next one, all right? Take care, y'all. Appreciate talking with you guys. Thank you.